Hi, have you discovered the wonderful power of listening? Listening has an innate ability to build great relationships quickly. I'll give you an illustration of this. I'm sure that you've probably read the book, Dale Carnegie's classic book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. This book has been around for many decades. It's helped millions of people. And one of the lessons that Dale Carnegie learned early in his career came from a lady, a benefactor. She wound up being a benefactor who invited him very early in his career, as I've said, to attend a party that she was hosting the following night. She said, Mr. Carnegie, there are going to be many people there who are very prominent people it would be good for you to get to know. So Dale Carnegie accepted the invitation gladly. When he went to the party, he took an approach that many people don't even know how to take. And that is instead of talking about himself, instead of going there with a canned presentation, description of his services, a pitch, as we call it today, instead of doing that, Dale Carnegie went there as a listener, didn't say much about himself. Instead, he would meet people and he would ask them about their family, their hobbies, their travel, their education, their career, their goals. And the next day, and that was his mode of conversation the entire night. And the next day, his hostess called him and said, "Oh, Mr. Carnegie, I'm so excited. Everyone came to me the next day, this morning, and said to me, that young man, Dale Carnegie, is the greatest conversationalist that we've ever met." And so, what this illustrates to us is that listening is a magnificent way, keen, sincere, genuine listening is a magnificent way to build relationships quickly. Now, you see, I'm a professional speech coach. I've coached many people, executives, and others, rising executives, future executives, on how to make great presentations. And I continue to do that. I've often wondered, why don't we have more instructions in colleges and universities, in high schools, in community education, in books, in videos, in speeches? Why don't we have more instruction about listening? Because listening is such a powerful way to build relationships. I'll give you an example of how we don't we don't really recognize this. Early in my professional speaking career, I was invited to give a program for a group in nearby Atlanta, Georgia. And so a few days ahead of time, the hostess called me and said, "What is your topic?" And I said, "Well, my topic is listen your way to the top." And she said, "Oh, that sounds very interesting." A couple of weeks later, when I showed up at the event, I saw the printed program which listed my topic as speak your way to the top. And not wanting to embarrass my host, I said to her this would be a wonderful opportunity for me to drive home a lesson about our communication assumptions. Is that okay with you? And she said, sure. So I explained what had happened. And then we spent an hour talking about the power of listening in building our lives and our careers. Are you a rising executive? Are you a current executive? Then consider the great power of listening and recognize that you can listen your way to the top. I invite you now to visit my website. My moniker is the Biz Communication Guy, so I invite you to visit my website, bizcommunicationguy.com, as you see. Check my services for corporations and leaders. Give me a call. I'd love to talk with you about your communication challenges and your communication problems. And we can work together to find a solution so that you can become a powerful communicator. And give me a call, 678 316 4300. Meanwhile, I encourage you to check your listening skills. Remember the Dale Carnegie lesson: listening builds marvelous relationships. Thanks for being with me today.